What's good, YouTube? This is the car coming back at you guys with another video, and today I am not recording with my camera. I do not feel like going to get my computer. I'm just laying in my bed. I'm bringing you guys a story time, and this story time will take place, let's say, I was in first grade, so around 2015, 2016, and this is the story time on how I got in trouble for wearing a hat. Like, I literally got my recess taken away for wearing a hat. So it's recess time. I'm outside playing tag with my friends as usual, and I have a hat on my head. And I have flipped my hat on backwards because I don't know why I did that. I just always like my hats being on backwards. So I flipped my hat on backwards and I went to the benches to go sit down. And this teacher is yelling on the other half of the school. She's yelling on the other half of the school to tell me to turn my hat around. And then I can't hear her. So it's like I can't really hear her yelling at me, telling me to take my hat or turn my hat around. So I'm just sitting there reading my book at the bench on recess, and she literally walks all the way over there. By the time she gets over there, recess is over, and I'm about to go back to class, and she's like, "Young man, you didn't hear me tell you to turn your hat around?" Just for that, I'm gonna take your lunch away, and I'm gonna tell your teacher. What? You don't know how confused I was. I was sitting there looking lost. Um, I say okay, and I go back to class, and I'm mad. And then she took my hat away. So then, the day goes by. I sit out for the next lunch. I sit out for lunch, and I sit out for recess, and I'm sitting down on the bench, and my grandma has to pick me up from school, and then and then I had to tell her, it was a teacher. I wasn't really worried about it because it was like this old hat that I wore to school. It was a very like windy day when the sun came out and it went back out. The cloud. It was cloudy and sunny most of that day. So I wasn't really tripping. My grandma came to the school to pick me up, and the teacher teleports out of nowhere and then tells my grandma that I got in trouble today because I refused to take my hat off when I didn't hear her tell me to take my hat off. So yeah, she gave my grandma the hat, and then when I went home, I got whooped, all for wearing my hat backwards. Yeah, looking back at it now, it's very, I don't know, really. It was just a very bad experience of wearing a hat, and I don't think I liked have wearing hats ever since. Because after that, I got waves, and I haven't wore actual hats ever since. It's like, yeah, that's the end of this story time. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what other videos you guys want to see next. Peace.